Lights on, mic check, time to break it down. Real talk, real life, she about to air it out. Spotlight, insight, the truth she'll expose. Tune in, sit back, this tea hot, never cold. We here in the Foxy Angel zone. She keeps it real, this the you can't stop me zone. She loves to collaborate, but she can do this on her own. Now let's celebrate and welcome Foxy to the show. Lights on, mic check, time to break it down. Real talk, real life, about to air it out. Spotlight, inside the truth.
Hello, everyone. How are you? How are you? I came on today because I want to do a little reflection of my year of 2025 so far. And then I'll be back in January to give you the ending of my 2025 year. At the beginning of 2025, I was a little down about myself. I was trying to reflect, trying to see what I wanted to do. Who was I at 2025 in 2025? So I started out, going to church, doing different things, experiencing life, trying to enjoy life, adjusted to retirement. I finally retired at the age of 64. I'm proud of my age. I'm at 64. And I was, trying to find out what did I want to do in life, as they say, the golden years. So I was going through a lot of conflict. I was going through a lot of being down for a while. And then one day I was watching, I was at my son's house and he had me watching a YouTuber or the content creator. And it was in regards to a young lady by the name of Tiffany Henyard in Dalton, Illinois. So at first I told my son, I don't like reality shows. He said, no, mom, this is real. This is actually happening in real life. So I started watching it more. And then I started realizing, yes, it is real. So I started getting involved with this, with different content creator. At that time, it was Pink Book Lesson. I was watching her for a while. And then after I started watching her, I started meeting other content creators. And two of them I really attached to a lot more than others. And that was Super Producer. Her show is, they call her Super Producer, and Menu with Opinions. And so I started really, talk with them, being on their shows, and they got a rapport with them. So after I got a rapport with them, Menu with Opinion suggested maybe I start my own YouTube channel. I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know anything about YouTube. I don't know anything about coming on live and talking. And he said, give it a try. He said, I help you. So as time went on, he helped me create my channel. He helped me to navigate through it. And I did a few lives. And then as time went on, I started getting a little more comfortable. And then I started finding out that was my niche. I had started meeting a lot of people. Hi, Heat to you. It's me. How are you? Thank you for coming. And, I started looking at a lot more things. And I started getting a rapport with the different content creators. And I started making friends. And it was great. I mean, there was bad, there was some that was good, some of them like drama. So I kind of backed out of those. But the ones that was real positive, I stuck with. There's a lot of them I can name. I done been in a lot of content creators channels, And man, the list goes on and on. And I'm meeting new, even more people since I've been on here. And it has been wonderful. I feel myself again. I feel great about myself again. I have met so many people. We have connected so well. I mean, I love them. I mean, I truly, and this is funny. People always, think that only love is for people that you actually know, hang out with, be with. But you realize your love can be spread in so many ways in so many places. I have met people in Georgia, Florida, Illinois, New York, DC, different places. I have met people. Hello, Thrive to Glow with Joe. How are you? Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining. And it's like a really, really great thing. I mean, if you have that opportunity, give it a try. You'd be surprised all the people that you meet. And the thing is, I fell in love with so many of them. Love, I mean, true love. They're not sitting back, judging me, putting me down, telling me, you're crazy, you're stupid, you're dumb, you're ignorant. I mean, I deal with the ones that I know that giving out positive vibes, dealing with positive information, dealing with positive information that they given, factual, showing the videos that help people, show people what's really going on. And the thing I have right now is I'm looking at 2025. It started off rough for me, but it got better. And the thing is that there are so many people that's still stuck in their misery and don't know which way to go. My philosophy is don't let somebody tear you down to a point that you feel less than who you are. Know your worth. And that's the thing that a lot of people are not knowing. They don't know their worth. They don't know how to stand up for themselves anymore. And I'm thinking, with me at my age, what I know about getting on YouTube, a lot of people my age shun against social media. But sometimes you don't know. Social media can be great. You know how many people you can reach that you might help them in the time of need. They might need your encouragement. They might need your love. You might be able to say one thing that can build their lives up or give them something to look forward to or feel good about themselves. And I have met so many people, and I mean, I truly have fell in love with them. I mean, deep in my heart. And I always used to say my mother and them, my mother said I had a heart of gold. I loved too much. I had a lot of people say, you love too much. You need to stop loving people. You love on people too much. But you know what? This is what we need. Look at what's going on. There's so much division and hatred out here that we need to start spreading love. There's nothing, it don't cost anything to love someone. It don't cost not one dime. It doesn't make you bankrupt. It don't take away from your banking account. It don't take away from your livelihood. It don't take away the food on your table, clothes on your back. It don't take away nothing to love someone. And sometimes you have to sit back and reflect on yourself. You have to sit back and reflect on yourself. Why are you in this situation you in? Why are you stuck? Why are you stuck feeling the way you feel? You ever thought about maybe some of it is because you feel that way? Not everybody feel that way. And me at 64, I had to realize that. Well, really at 63, I started realizing, but now 64, I'm I'm loving it. I'm holding on to it because it feels so great. It feels so good. Do you know how many people I have met that are so positive, so loving? So, there are some out there that have been misunderstood, that needed someone to talk to just be a listener. It doesn't cost you anything to be a listener either. Listen to the people. Sometimes it might give you something to reflect on about you. I came on here because I wanted to take out 2025 in a positive way. We all have something, a gift inside of us. We all have something that we can give to somebody. And sometimes we get so caught up in the mess and the hype and the drama that we don't sit back and move that out of the way just to see what's in front of you. I sit back and I look at the news and I look at all the destruction and the anger and the evilness that's going on. And I have yet to see one person on the news to say anything about love. One thing. I look at I look at the people that have struggled back in the 50s and 60s. They struggle. I mean, they really struggle to give us the life we have now. And we don't appreciate it. We sit back and tear each other down. Women tear women down. Men tear men down. Children tear each other down. Children have got to a point that they jumping uh, women, men. Children are fighting and shooting and killing people. For what? Why are you doing that? It doesn't gain anything. It's so much hatred, there's so much anger in the world now that people forgot about love. Churches, you're not even helping out. Y'all still biting and talking about people. I was always taught that when you walk in a church, it's a hospital for the soul. You got the hospital for the body, but you got a hospital for the soul. And you turn those lost souls out the door to make yourself feel good and make yourself feel like you are hierarchy in the world. Titles. But what do the titles help you with? You still got that ugliness inside. I could go out here and be a bishop, a minister, a prophet, a this, a that, a deacon, a deaconess, a mother of the church board, a usher, a singer. But if I got so much bitter and evilness inside of me, I'm not helping no one. I'm just walking around with a title. I look back at all the things that have been achieved from the 50s. I grew up in the 60s. Young people nowadays don't even know what we went through for them to have where they can have PlayStations. They can go out here and have games. They don't even go outside to even do any games or do anything or talk to one another. They're sitting right beside one another and texting each other. You sitting beside each other and texting one another. Really? This is where our children have. Then you got parents out here that's just giving kids laptops and tablets just to get them out of their hair. They don't even sit out. I have met so many parents that don't even know what their kids like. What do your child like? I don't know. You have to ask them. Why should I ask them? You the parent. I should be asking you what your child like. How your child been in school? Well, how your child doing in school? Oh, I guess they doing all right. They ain't came home and complained. What? You don't even know if your child is passing their grade. Your child can read, write, do math, do anything to survive in the world once they leave your house. And this is sad. This is where our world had become. I grew up, you better learn your education. Get education in you. That's something they can't take from you. They can take away everything else, but they cannot take away your education. They cannot take away your love for someone. They can't take away your smile that you give somebody on a bad day. There's a lot of things that we take for granted. 2025 gave me a big awakening. I admit, I went to counseling because I was lost. I didn't know who I was. I say, I can't wait to retire. Now I can live my life. And when I retired, I sat here and literally cried in my home because I've been doing for so many people and doing whatever everybody is expecting me to do that I lost me in the process. And I think that's what happens to a lot of us. We do so much. We go out here and do this, do that. We got to do this. I got to make sure this is right. I got to make sure they get this. I got to make sure family, friends, everybody, you got to do for them. But then now it's time for you to work on you. You don't even know where to begin. And that was me. And I have to give it to one of the content creators. His name is Minion with Opinion. He talked with me, and we became like brothers and sisters. I'm his big sister. He called me little. I call him little brother. I got close to him. I feel like he is a little brother to me, and I care about him wholeheartedly. Then I met SBK, Flo, E, Vaughn. I said what I said. Super producer. Man, the list go unconscious. Trina. Man, the list of content creators I have met this year is a mind blower. A mind blower. I have met so many people. Um, Joe, man, um, I mean, I just met so many people. I met people through their channels. I met them. I got a rapport with them. And sometimes us older people, we forget to let them know where we came from. We so busy trying to hide our past that we don't realize that we're not helping them by hiding our past. When you be transparent about your past, you'd be surprised how many feel like they're not alone anymore. They don't feel so bad. You just tell them what you did, how you got out of it, and why you don't do it anymore. And that's what bothers me. A lot of people sit in the church. They became saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost. But yet they will not reveal and be transparent about who they used to be and why they how they got to where they are now. So the people that come in that is broken, you send them right back out the door broken. Why? Because you don't want to face your own past. Man, I open up my closet. Shoot. Man, I open up my closet. The bones will fall out so much. Ooh. But everybody got bones in their closet. So many people have bones in their closet. Hi, SBK. And you are right. God is all God will always replace. Family is whoever line up with the Lord. And that is so true. He to you is me. You are right. You know, people don't realize that a lot of people sit at home, wants to be in fellowship with the Lord, with other people, but they've been, and everybody say, oh, there's no such thing as church hurt. Lie. Please stop telling that lie to these people. Please, there is church hurt. I know you are hurt for you. But when I say church hurt, I mean the church inside you are hurt because you're hurting that church that's inside you, which is the Lord. It's a building, but you hurt the church inside of the people, and that is of the Lord. And I'm not trying to be on here being so churchy, but I just want to give it to those that do believe in God. And I just want people to stop lying to people. And then I sit back and I look at the news and I'm looking at all these people of different nationalities that wasn't able to vote, to march, to get companies, to be head of political positions, mayors, senators, representatives, um, teachers, doctors, lawyers, all these different positions that certain certain ones was not allowed to even go towards. Now we have that right and we have that opportunity to do it. You tearing down your own race. You tearing down your own people. And I'm sitting back going, do you know what those people back our forefathers, our foremothers went through for you to be able to have these positions, instead of you reaching down and picking them up and bringing them up and letting them know, I got you. You're not down there by yourself. I've been there. I know I can help you. You pushing them down deeper. You digging a hole deeper for them. By the time they get through, you done tore them up worse than they already were. I've seen cities that are destroyed, destitute. Why? Because you got power. So you can sit back and just boss people around and make people feel like you in charge. But you weak. You a punk. You weak. I know I'm not going to get a lot of people on my channel today. A lot of people ain't going to want to hear what I got to say because they all are consumed with drama. Drama is the number one thing now. You make a whole lot, get a whole lot of views and likes and clickbait because you go out here and just degrade people, put people down, make them feel like, so you can feel like you important and you can get that money from YouTube. You ever thought about money isn't everything? It's the root of all evil. Do you know how many people fall from grace, fall down? They're so busy stepping over people to get to the top. And then when they get up there and the foundation crumbles, then where they at the bottom down there with the foundation. And I'm like, do you understand that being at the top is not all cracked up to be? Because the same people you stepped on to get to the top are the same people you're going to meet coming back down. And a lot of people don't see that. They don't see that. And getting a YouTube channel don't always have to be because you want to go out here and make money. Sometimes YouTube channels can be used to lift somebody up, make somebody feel good, make somebody feel like they're somebody. Everybody is somebody. That's somebody's daughter, somebody's son, somebody's brother, somebody's mother, sister, father. You are either your mother or father, your sister or brother, your granddaughter or daughter. You somebody to somebody. But you're so stuck up in your little tower that you forgot there are people underneath you that needs you, love you, want you to reach down and grab them and let them know it's going to be all right. I got you. Do you know how many people on content creators reach down and grab me and say, I got you at the beginning of 2025? Now I can reach down and grab others and say, I got you. I got you. No, I don't have all the numbers or the thousands of stuff that most people have. But you know what? Starting in 2026, it's not about the numbers for me. I'm going to start going out here and be inspirational. You don't like it, then you don't have to come to my channel. But I'm going to come up with contents in 2026 that is going to be uplifting. It's going to be something that somebody can use later on. They might take a clip of something that I said that might be useful for their channel or for somebody. That's my goal for 2026. Let's start giving some positivity back to this wicked world. And we know it's wicked because look at I said, what happened to humanity? We don't have, there was so much hatred and so much division that we're about to lose humanity over nonsense, power, leadership, titles. And people are sitting around here hurt behind it. I get in politics and I sit back and I'm going to bring facts. But I'm also going to sit back and I'm going to let people know it's okay. We got this. This ain't the first time. It won't be the last. It's called life. We can do this. It took me a minute to get it together. And if I could do it, you could do it too. Age ain't nothing but a number. We're all going to feel like we're down for a moment. We all going to go back and look at ourselves and say, I don't like what I see. Then if you don't like what you see, do something about it. Get up, dust yourself off and say, I am who I am. It don't control me. I control it. Remember that line. It don't control you. You control it. When they get to a point that it controls you, then you're going to be lost. But once you take over and you control it, you'd be surprised where you can go with it. Man, you look, you're soaring above the clouds and don't even know it once you do that. I'm soaring above the clouds right now. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this new life that I've developed behind it. I met so many young people, and sometimes I sit back and laugh. But one thing they could say about me, I'm transparent. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I'm gonna tell you like it is, and I'm gonna ask you, do you really want to know? Now I'm not gonna. Now if you want me to lie, I can lie all day long for you, if that's gonna make you feel good. But is it really gonna make you feel good? Is it really gonna make you feel good in the long run? Is it really going to help you in the long run for me to lie and sugarcoat it? Or would you rather for me to be raw and deep and transparent with you? And when I give it to you, I'm going to give it to you where I can tell you I've been there, done that, got the whole outfit. I'm not going to tell you something that I don't know for myself or somebody haven't told me and brought me back to reality. You know, sometimes that's what you need, somebody to come and kick you in the butt and let you know, hey, get it together. What's wrong with you? You know that ain't who you are. And I know I'm not going to get a lot of people on here on the live today, but it's just a pop up because I just decided before 2026 kick in 4 days, I decided that I wanted to do something to let everybody know transparently who I am and how 2025 made me feel. It started out rough. I'm being transparent. I was sitting around here depressed, looking like a ugh. But then you know what? I started meeting some good people, started listening, started watching, started talking. And I found me, I found my niche. And my niche is to be who I am. And why who I am can help somebody. It doesn't make me think I'm better than nobody because, honey, please, I still got a ways to go. I still got, as the Christians say, I got a whole lot of sin still in me that I got to get rid of. But in the meantime, I'm going to strive the way I need to strive to get there. And that's what we all have to do. Just like the background in on my background on here. The gentleman named Menu with Opinion, he created that background. My intro, he created it. We collaborated together to do my intro. Sometimes you get with people and you learn a lot from that person and they learn a lot from you. And you'd be surprised how close we are. And then I met he to you is me. That's my sister. That's my sister. I love her with all my heart. She's my little sis. She is my sissy sis. I love her with all my heart. She has a daughter. I call her my twin. Every time I see her, I say, there go my twin. I love all her children. Don't get me wrong. But that one reminds me so much of me. Oh my God, that girl reminds me so much of me. That's why I call her my twin. I mean, oof, she reminds me. So every time I see her, I just say, there go me. I can't deny it. And this is how people are. For some reason, I used to sit back and say, well, let me correct that. People used to tell me, why you always attached to the young people? Why don't you deal with people your age? Well, first of all, the people my age are folky stoky, sitting back with one foot on a banana and the other one in the grave. I got too much spunk in me to sit back and go, oh, whoa, me. I'm just going to wait till the day come. I done lived my life. No, I'm going to live it to the fullest until the Lord call me home. And yes, I'm going to live it. I'm going to enjoy life to the best of my ability. And that's the thing is, I deal with the young people because we forget they are our future. They are our future. They are what we were, our family's future, our mother and fathers and aunts and uncles' future. Our parents were their future, right? Their mother and father's future. So now here we are. We act like they don't exist. I can't do that. I can't do that. If I can encourage one young person to change something about them that is for the good, I'm going to do it. I can't save the world. I already know that's not reality. But I can put one good thing in somebody's life, one positive thing in somebody's life. Then I know I'm here for a reason. I'm here for a reason. And that's what we do. You don't have to go out here and think you can save the world. But if you can encourage one person to be better than what they are, or let them know they're on the right track, you'd be surprised what you had accomplished with that one person. Because now they could pass it forward to somebody else. We forget how to pass it forward. We're so selfish with what we got that we forgot that God gave us gifts. He gave us gifts, y'all. They sit back, oh, why you hang around with all the ghetto this? They're not ghetto. Stop with the ghetto. Stop with the stereotyping people. Oh, it irritates me when people stereotype people. Stop doing that. You didn't like it when it was done to you. Why would you want to do it to somebody else? Stop doing it. Look at the person. Get to know that person. Talk to them. You'll be surprised what you learn. You will be shocked at some of the people that look like, oh, they ain't gonna look like worth nothing. They ain't gonna be nothing. And then when you talk to them, they got an IQ higher than look, some of the professors. I met a young man when I lived in an apartment complex some years back. And he was out here, he was doing pharmaceutical. And one day we just talked. I don't know what sparked it up, but he respected me. And at that time, my son was young and he protected my son. So I walked up to him and said, why do you protect my son? He said, because I see me in him. And I said, excuse me? He said, he's a sweet guy. He has a loving heart. And I don't want that tarnished like mine was tarnished. And then we sat down and had a long conversation. And so they had a program that came to our apartment complex for them to go back to college. So the young man took the SAT test. Do you know that boy's education level was so high that he could have gone to any university in the world? That's how. But if you look at him, you would think that he ain't gonna be amount to nothing. He ain't gonna be this. He ain't gonna be that. If you want to be in a negative view of that, because of where he lived at and the life he lived, and kind of find out that the young man, he because of me, I talked to him going back and getting his high school diploma. Went to his graduation and congratulated him. None of his family wanted to go see him because they felt that now he's trying to act like he's better than everybody because he finally broke the mold of going to college, going to high school and finishing. Everybody else was to drop out, so they wanted him to be one too. Because I uplifted him to go and do better, the family got mad at him and called him a traitor to the family. Now think about that, a traitor to the family. But instead, the young man went out there, got his high school diploma, went to what do you call it? It's not a college, where you go at trade school. He went to trade school and became a mechanic. I just found out, I think it was 2 years ago that he passed away. He was working on a car, the lift fell, and he was crushed underneath it. But I still remember him. He was a sweetheart. He was my poo. But anyway, he bettered his life. He got custody of his daughter, and his daughter now remember him. So when I found out his daughter's name, her number, got in contact with her, and and it broke my heart when she said he talked about you all the time. He talked about where his life would have been if he hadn't met me. And see, something like that makes you feel like, okay, I did touch somebody. And this is what I'm saying. You can touch one person. You'd be surprised what you can do to with that one person. That one person you can do a lot with. And I just want to make it that in 2026, I want to make a challenge. All those that do view my live, this is a challenge to you. In 2026, reach out to one person, and see, and the one that everybody else has said they don't want to be bothered with. Sit down and talk to them and find out why everybody feel that way towards them, and what can you do to make them look a different way. There's someone going to still look at that person still the same way, but you never know what you can do to change that person. So to end my live today, I want to challenge everybody that view this in 2026. Help one person, and once you finish helping them, pass it forward. Even if you're in the grocery line and a person is $1 short and you have that extra dollar, give it to them and say pass it forward. When you go through the drive-through at a drive-through restaurant, tell that person thank you and tell them to have a great day, and don't let anything bother them. When you walk into a store and you walk up to the register, greet the cashier with a smile, because you never know what they're going through with the people that they meet every day. They feel like they just, a nobody to them. Ring my stuff up and get out of my face. Your smile might help them to make it through the rest of their shift without being angry and hurt. Just do one kind thing. Just a little bit of kindness go a long ways, and you'd be surprised. A little bit of kindness. And if you can be kind to one person, once you finish being kind to them, ask them to promise you that they will pass it forward to the next. And you'd be surprised how far it will go. You may not never know about it, but one day you might meet that same person again and they say, man, I passed it forward like you told me to. And you don't know how that make you feel, because somebody thought about you. And thank you, Joe. Thank you. I'm challenging everybody. We're going to pass this forward. Although the content creators that's on my channel, Striving with Glow, SBK Media Tech TX, go over to SBK channel, go over to Striving with Joe. They are great content creators. They have a show called Tap In. Go to see, go over to them. Go over to them. You'd be surprised. They even have SBK have he deal with, building up, make you work out, help you get your health and help you with your health. With Glow, she tells you where she came from and where she is now, and how she built herself up from low self-esteem. SBK from low self-esteem. We all have had low self-esteem at one time in our lives. You'd be surprised how many content creators have had low self-esteem. But then once they became content creators and met other people, how it made them stronger to who they are now. So this is what I'm asking you. Like I said, challenge of 2026. This is what we're going to do. We're going to spread kindness. Even if you just spread kindness to one person, ask them to pass it forward. Because I'm going to do the same. And I'm going to come on more often on 2026, like I said, because I'm going to come on with inspiration. I'm gonna come on with transparent conversation. I'm gonna come on with some issues that a lot of people ain't gonna want to talk about because they're so holier than thou. They forget about their past. You know, some of those that was out there as thoughts, some out there was alcoholic, drug addicts, drug dealers, you name it. They were out there doing all that. Then when they get holier than thou, they forgot where they came from, and so they want to keep the closet closed. So we're going to go out here. What they can't do, we can do as content creators. And we're going to pass it on to our followers and give our followers the challenge to do the same. Give up some kindness. A little bit of kindness go a long ways. You be surprised. SBK showed me kindness. It went a long ways with me. Striving with Joe, she gave me kindness. It went a long ways with me. Vaughn, I call her my Vonnie Pooh. She gave me a little bit of kindness. It went a long ways with me. I said what I said. She gave me a little bit of kindness. It went so far with me. My other girl, my other Pooh, she gave me a little bit of kindness. It went so far away from me, with me. Super producer. What is the name of her show? Oh my God. Oh, I can't think of her show now. But Minion with Opinion. You know, all these people that I have met over time have shown me what it means to be loved and to show kindness. And if they could do it with me, then we could do it with them. So I'm going to end my show. Thank all those that view, all those that's going to view my replay. Please comment. I will view it. I will read it. But my challenge for 2026, show some kindness and have them to pass it forward. This is my show for the day. I'm not going to stay long. I just wanted to go out here and give that. I will be back in January. Love you. Peace. Happy New Year.
Lights on, mic check, time to break it down. Real talk, real life, she about to air it out. Spotlight, insight, the truth she'll expose. Tune in, sit back, this tea hot, never cold. We here in the Foxy Angel Zone. She keeps it real, this the you can't stop me zone. She loves to collaborate, but she can do this on her own. Now let's celebrate and welcome Foxy to the show. Lights on, mic check, time to break it down. Real talk, real life, she about to air it out. Spotlight inside the